Picture this. You're cruising down the highway in a giant stainless steel box that looks like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie. People are staring, some in awe, others in horror. Welcome to life with the Tesla Cybertruck. Are you ready to be the talk of the town? Say hello to the new kid on the block that's shaking up the pickup world. With its unique stainless steel design, the Cybertruck is turning heads everywhere it goes. But is this truck the hero we've been waiting for, or just another overhyped villain in the automotive world? Let's find out. Now, hold on to your hats because this truck's been a long time coming. First shown off back in 2019, the Cybertruck kept us waiting until late 2023 to finally hit the roads. That's 4 years of hype, promises, and wild speculation. So, what do you think? Was it worth the wait? Get ready to dive into the world of Tesla's most controversial creation yet. So, the wait's over. But did Tesla deliver a game changer or just an overgrown toy? Imagine cruising down the street in what Elon Musk calls an armored personnel carrier from the future. Sounds cool, right? But here's the real question. Is it actually any good as a truck? Let's talk about that design. It's not just different, it's downright alien. The Cybertruck is essentially a giant, sharp, stainless steel box on wheels. It's like nothing you've ever seen in the pickup world before. Traditional trucks? They might as well be horse-drawn carriages compared to this beast. Step inside, and you're greeted by a spaceship-like interior. It's minimalist to the extreme, dominated by a massive 18.5-inch touchscreen that controls pretty much everything. The windshield is huge, and there's a panoramic glass roof that makes you feel like you're in a fishbowl, but in a good way. It's open, airy, and futuristic. Just don't expect to see much out the back. Rear visibility isn't exactly a strong point here. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The Cybertruck's got some tricks up its sleeve that might make you forget about its quirky looks. Ever heard of steer-by-wire technology? There's no mechanical connection between the steering wheel and the wheels. It's all electronic, which means super responsive and precise steering. And get this, it's got four-wheel steering. The rear wheels can turn up to 7 degrees, making this behemoth surprisingly nimble. Tight parking spots? No problem. U-turns? A breeze. But let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say, the giant metal triangle. This truck's design is more polarizing than pineapple on pizza. Some folks think it's the coolest thing since sliced bread. Others reckon it looks like a badly made fridge. What do you think? Love it or hate it, you can't deny it's got personality. Here's the thing about the Cybertruck. It's not just challenging our idea of what a pickup should look like. It's redefining the whole concept. It's got the toughness of a tank, the tech of a Tesla, and the turning circle of a much smaller vehicle. It's a pickup truck that doesn't play by the rules. But is that enough? Is being different for the sake of being different really what we need in a pickup truck? Or has Tesla actually stumbled onto something revolutionary here? A truck that combines futuristic design with practical innovations could be a game changer. Or it could be a step too far for traditional pickup buyers. Talk about revolutionary. Remember when trucks were just for hauling and towing? Well, the Cybertruck's about to flip that idea on its head. How about a pickup that can tow like a champ and still hit 60 mph faster than most sports cars? Let's break down what Tesla's offering with the Cybertruck. You've got 3 flavors to choose from, each packing its own punch. Starting at the bottom, there's the single-motor rear-wheel drive. It'll set you back 61,000 and give you about 250 miles of range. Not too shabby, but you'll have to wait until 2025 to get your hands on one. Now, if you're itching for something sooner and with a bit more oomph, the dual-motor all-wheel drive might be your ticket. For $80,000, you're looking at 340 miles of range, 600 horses under the hood, and a 0 to 60 time of 4.1 seconds. Oh, and it'll tow 11,000 pounds. Not bad for a day's work, right? But here's where things get really wild. The top dog, the Cyber Beast, is a whole different animal. Cough up $100,000, and you're getting a monster with 845 horsepower that'll blast you from 0 to 60 in a mind-bending 2.6 seconds. That's right, a 7,000-pound truck that moves like a supercar, and it still tows 11,000 pounds. Tesla's not messing around here. So what's it like to actually drive this thing? Well, it's a bit like piloting a spaceship, if spaceships could haul your boat to the lake. The ride is surprisingly smooth, with a bouncy but not harsh feel. You've got different modes to play with too. Chill mode tames the beast for your grocery runs, while standard mode unleashes the full power. Trust me, you'll want to hold on to your coffee in standard mode. Now, let's talk towing. The Cybertruck's not just about speed, it's got the muscle to back it up. With a towing capacity of up to 14,000 pounds for the tri-motor model, it's giving traditional pickups a run for their money. Whether you're hauling a trailer full of ATVs or towing your work equipment, the Cybertruck's got you covered. But it's not all smooth sailing. Some drivers have noted that the accelerator pedal feels a bit heavy, which might take some getting used to. And that unique shape? It looks cool, but it can make judging the truck's dimensions a bit tricky, especially in tight spaces. You might want to practice your parking skills before taking this beast downtown. Sure, parking this behemoth might be a challenge, but there's something even more concerning lurking beneath its shiny exterior. What if the Cybertruck's cutting-edge design is actually its Achilles heel when it comes to safety? Let's face it, this isn't your grandpa's pickup truck. It's a rolling fortress of stainless steel that's turning heads and raising eyebrows. But is it turning them for all the right reasons? Here's where things get a bit dicey. Some experts are waving red flags about the Cybertruck's rigid stainless steel design. They're worried it might not crumple effectively in crash tests. Now, you might think a truck that doesn't crumple sounds great, right? Wrong. In a crash, that rigidity could mean all that force gets directed onto you and your passengers. Not exactly the kind of feature you want in your next family vehicle, is it? But wait, there's more. The Cybertruck isn't just potentially dangerous for its occupants. Its size and weight have some folks worried about pedestrian safety too. At a whopping 6,800 pounds, this thing is one of the heaviest trucks on the market. Imagine that much metal coming at you if you're on foot. It's like being charged by a mechanical rhinoceros. Now, let's talk about Tesla's full self-driving feature. Sounds cool, right? Well, it's currently only available to select Cybertruck owners in early access, and there's a bit of a cloud hanging over it. Critics argue that Tesla hasn't done enough to stop people from misusing their autopilot system, which has been involved in some pretty nasty crashes. So, are you ready to be a guinea pig for this tech? But hey, at least it looks cool, right? Well, about that, remember how shiny and futuristic it looked in the promo pics? Turns out, that stainless steel exterior is a fingerprint magnet. And we're not talking about a quick wipe with a cloth here. This bad boy needs special cleaning products to keep it looking sharp. So unless you're planning on becoming a part-time detailer, you might want to think twice. Now, let's talk money. Remember when Elon Musk promised an affordable electric truck for the masses? Well, those days are long gone. The base model now starts at around $61,000. That's a far cry from the initial projections. So, is this truck still a bargain, or has it become a luxury few can afford? What do you think? Don't get me wrong, the Cybertruck isn't all doom and gloom. It's got some impressive capabilities that could make it a game changer in the pickup world. But it's clear that it comes with its own set of unique challenges. It's like that friend who's super cool but also kind of high maintenance. You've got to weigh up whether the pros outweigh the cons. Speaking of weighing pros and cons, what if I told you this truck could either be your best friend or your worst enemy on the road? It's time to pit the Cybertruck against the pickup titans we all know and love. Are you ready to see if this electric newcomer can dethrone the diesel giants? Let's kick things off with the basics. The Cybertruck's got some serious muscle under its stainless steel skin. With a towing capacity of up to 14,000 pounds, it's flexing hard on traditional pickups like the Ram 1500, which tops out around 12,750 pounds. That's a whole lot of extra boat or trailer you can haul. But it's not just about brute strength. This electric beast can sprint from 0 to 60 in a jaw-dropping 2.6 seconds. That's faster than many sports cars, let alone other trucks. Imagine leaving a Ford Ranger or Toyota Hilux in the dust at a stoplight. It's like bringing a rocket to a horse race. Now, let's talk practicality. The Cybertruck's got some tricks up its sleeve that might make you forget about its quirky looks. That steer-by-wire technology and rear-wheel steering? It makes this behemoth surprisingly nimble. Tight parking spots and U-turns become a breeze. It's like having a ballet dancer in a sumo wrestler's body. But here's where things get a bit tricky. All that fancy tech and futuristic design come at a price. The base model starts at $61,000, and if you want the top-tier Cyber Beast, you're looking at nearly $100,000. That's a far cry from the affordable electric truck Elon Musk initially promised. Is it worth the extra cash? That's for you to decide. Early adopters are giving mixed reviews. Some are over the moon about the Cybertruck's innovative features. They love the spacious, minimalist interior and that massive touchscreen that controls pretty much everything. But others are scratching their heads wondering if all this high-tech wizardry is really necessary in a pickup truck. And let's not forget about the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the giant metal triangle on wheels. The Cybertruck's design is more divisive than pineapple on pizza. One review summed it up perfectly. The Cybertruck is either the future or a marker of societal regression. It looks like a spaceship or a poorly constructed refrigerator. Love it or hate it, you can't ignore it. But here's the real question. Is the Cybertruck actually practical for everyday use? Sure, it can tow like a champ and accelerate like a rocket, but what about the basics? Some users have reported issues with visibility due to its unique design. And the lack of parking sensors? That's a head-scratcher for a vehicle this size. Then there's the charging situation. While traditional pickups can refuel in minutes, you'll need to plan your trips around charging stations with the Cybertruck. Is the trade-off worth it for the environmental benefits and potential fuel savings? That's something you'll need to weigh up. So, is the Cybertruck the future of pickups, or just a passing fad? Are you ready to be the center of attention everywhere you go? Because let's face it, driving this thing is like wearing a neon sign that says, "Look at me." It's not just a vehicle, it's a statement. So, is the Cybertruck a hero or a villain? Let's be honest, it's a bit of both. This stainless steel beast is shaking up the pickup world with its wild looks and insane performance. It's got the muscle to tow like a champ and the speed to smoke sports cars. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The Cybertruck's got some folks worried about safety, and its price tag might make your wallet cry. Plus, it's about as subtle as a neon sign in a library. One reviewer called it either the future or a marker of societal regression. Ouch! So what do you think? Are you ready to join the Cybertruck revolution, or will you stick with the good old-fashioned pickups? The choice is yours. Just remember, whichever side you pick, you're in for one heck of a ride.